Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Hey there, Monkey Plays Stuff. How you doing? I believe you're the first person here. You are. How's life treating you? Am I still muted? I'm not. Going to recommend you don't stay up past bedtime. If your parents want you in bed at a specific hour, it's generally a good idea to be following those directions. This, coming from a parent. Just saying. Oh, now my navigation's working. It wasn't for a little while. I don't know what was causing that, but my auto navigation was broken. That's a disaster. Whatever. This is Once Human. It's a closed beta test that me and the wife are part of, as well as lots of other people. There are no more invites to the game. This is it. Those of us that are playing are the only ones that get to play unless something drastically horrific happens. The game is slated for release in Q3 of this year, so that probably around July, August area. It's a open world multiplayer sort of survival crafting game with like Lovecraftian horror in it. It's interesting, and it definitely has its own identity as games go. It's very good, and I do like it. I don't like all of it. There are definitely bits that I pick at. The building system is definitely one of those things. For the most part, it's pretty good. It has, where the building system has flaws, they are major flaws, and they are a huge problem. However, where it doesn't have flaws, it's actually really good. So, nothing's perfect. I want them to fix some of the more interesting features that they've added to the game, as far as building goes. The enemy AI all seems really good. I haven't fallen through the map anywhere recently. Wait, no. Oh, I actually fell through the map last night. It's... Okay, so the game has a bit of a problem with pacing. And that's where we're going to get into the actual fun aspect of the game. Pacing is one of the key things to make a game a lot of fun. If it isn't properly paced, the game feels really jittery, and that's the case here. When I'm in an event and I'm doing things and I'm fighting with mobs, everything's very on your guard, on your toes, bullets flying everywhere, shit's coming at you from all kind of angles, and it's paced well. And then all of the action just stops when you teleport back to your house. And it's not really the game. It is the game's fault, but it's kind of the genre's fault, right? So you teleport back to your house to tear apart anything, to go through the disassembly bench and disassemble any junk that you found for core materials that you can use for building other things. And that's all cool too. The problem is just the action comes to a dead stop. And it doesn't pick up again until you want it to. Alright, I want to go to... You're going to see that here in a second. I want to get to... Not that one. That one I do with the wife. Where's the other one I do? I thought it was like here. Right here? Right here. I have never had more than 15 people in a live stream. And those 15 people were not all at once. I'm actually relatively new to doing this. I say relatively new. I've actually been streaming on Twitch for a really long time, but I took a really long break from it. I used to be part of a gigantic Minecraft network where I was in charge of running something like 7 different game servers, all in one, connected by one hub, and it was pretty cool. Unfortunately, the people that owned that particular server network, they were employing me. I did not. I wasn't in charge of actually running the servers. I was in charge of their health and maintenance. I'm a geek, tech guy, so I wrote a lot of like control scripts and stuff like that for them, and they essentially took the money and ran. Right? They just closed up shop one day overnight. Nobody knew it was going to happen, and they just disappeared. And it left a really bad taste in my mouth. And I had been live streaming a lot of the stuff that I did with that server, as far as plugin development and stuff that I was writing in Java, and it was pretty cool. I was hoping to use it as like as a platform to teach people how to write plugins and teach people how to administrate servers and how to run their own stuff. And I had a pretty good following then, but when the server network shut down, I kind of rehoned my priorities, and I kind of got away from Minecraft for a while, and I focused on work. I focused on my personal life a little bit. Having all kinds of trouble there. It's because I can't read my map. Anyway, with the server network shutting down, shit, Jesus, I didn't even see that dude in the dark. Wow. I tried to stand up my own server network for a little while, and I did run a couple of Minecraft servers for about 8 months or so. Thanks. I mean, I'm sure I'll build back my user base. That's not really a concern. I actually tonight I'm not actually doing a gameplay stream. I happen to be playing a game while I want to talk about it, but I have a bit of a topic here in mind. See, I'm old, right? Like, we can agree on that. I'm fucking old. I'm 41 years old. I've been doing this a long time, and I've been using the internet basically since it was invented. I was about 13 or so when the internet first came out. We didn't even call it the internet back then. We called it the information superhighway. Not even kidding you. That's literally what we called it. Yeah, smoked him. Okay. I don't even want to be there. I'm just shooting at shit because it's fun. So I've been around for basically the development of everything new that has hit the internet since the internet came to be. This is where I'm going. This is Securement Silo. These are... The problem here is that I'm out of money and I need to do dungeons to make money. It's really bad. And one of the first things, and I kind of knew it would, right? Because one of the first technologies that we had, as far as internet goes, was bulletin board systems, or not even bulletin boards. Back then they were I don't want to call them mailing lists because they weren't mailing lists. They were Usenet groups that you could subscribe to, and you would be able to like open your Microsoft Outlook Express or whatever your mail client of choice was, and you could subscribe to news groups through your ISP. and the ISP usually ran the news server. And this was a nationwide thing. It was very cool. The only thing that could come after that, realistically, was bulletin boards. Bulletin boards were basically all the same thing. They were user groups, or my screen just went jet black. There we go. I have a power problem. My one monitor cuts out every once in a while. And we got this through bulletin boards like PHPBB or The Bulletin, stuff like that. Really neat. And this was kind of the start of when people that develop products started to realize that we as people like to fucking talk to each other. It really shouldn't have been that big of a discovery, right? I mean, we've been using the telephone for 100 years at this point. You know, obviously we like talking to each other. So the only real natural progression here would be making ways for people to talk to each other and express themselves to each other easier. And then the biggest thing to hit the internet was created. And it's actually too old for most of anybody that's going to be in chat tonight is going to remember. It's called MySpace. Okay, who didn't roll their eyes? One in chat if you did not roll your eyes. Okay, I'm impressed. I don't have any ones. Alright. MySpace was cool for what it was. MySpace definitely had its problems, but it was okay. It didn't really give you all the ways you could possibly want to talk to each other, but it was cool. Oh shit, there's the one. God damn it. God damn it, I'm old. But MySpace had a really cool functionality that was blogs, basically. And I did run a MySpace blog for a little while. A tech blog, naturally, because I'm a geek. That's what I do. I'm all about, at the time even more so, it was all about web design, server technology, you know, doing all of the really geeky back-end stuff. So I would talk about various softwares that were being released, or how JavaScript was being updated, because this was during like the whole JavaScript 2.0 changeover and stuff. It was still being speculated. There was a lot of stuff being thrown around, and he deleted it. You can't take it back now, chat. It's mine. I have it forever. But I was a blogger for a little while. I did that, and then I got busy with work and stuff, and I kind of got away from it. And I really liked blogging because you could leave comments on other people's blogs, right? Like, you didn't have to be like subscribed to them or quote unquote follow them or anything like that. Like on MySpace, you were friends. You added friend. That's it. And you didn't even have to do that to read somebody else's blog if it was public, which I ran a public blog. And there would be hundreds of comments on some of my blog posts sometimes, and it was a really cool place where really intelligent conversation would thrive. We didn't argue and flame each other like they do now. You know, it wasn't, oh no, you're stupid. You're stupid for having an opinion. You're a big stupid. Why don't you go unalive yourself? We didn't do that. We liked talking about the real implications of seriously technical problems, and we worked toward better solutions, and that was very cool. And unfortunately, MySpace was sold. And that was the end of MySpace. MySpace is still there. It is still actively a website. I guess now it's for like indie music people, whatever. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not shitting on that. If you're into music, that's fucking cool. Okay, I play guitar. Okay, I also play a little bit of trumpet, but mostly I play guitar. I just got a banjo. I'm learning how to play that. That's very cool. I like music. I absolutely 110% support anybody's want to be creative. The new MySpace just isn't my thing. It's just not. I technically still have an account there because all the data was transferred over. But yeah, no, I will never log into it. So the thing that ended up replacing MySpace was Facebook. And that leaves a lot to be desired, huh? A lot. So, rolling back a little bit to MySpace, one of the blogs that I had posted about, and this is going to be a highly technical conversation, and I'm sorry for those of you that can't follow. The super details aren't real important, but stick with me till the end and you'll understand why I'm telling the story. There was a brand new JavaScript technology that came out called Prototype, and Prototype was fucking awesome. It could do shit that we'd never seen done before. It was just a stupid little JavaScript library that gave you the ability to publish and subscribe over an event system that the graphic UI of the website or the web page itself could hook to, and you could update just parts of a page rather than constantly refreshing the whole page. You all in chat are used to this. You've seen this 1,000 times. When Prototype first came out, this was absolutely huge because we had no way to do that before. If we had to update a page, we called a manual refresh on the whole page, and you had to re-download all of the data, which you might not think is a big deal, but a lot of us were still using dial-up back then. Like, that's a big deal. Like, fucking dial-up sucked. Even if you had good dial-up, you had 56K, okay? That is 100 times slower than your phone. Like your phone's mobile data. Okay, it was awful. So obviously we didn't do that if we didn't need to. So when Prototype came out, we found that we could update just parts of a page and move just text. Text downloads quickly. So we got this, it was like, oh, I got an idea. And I blogged about it. It was like, what if we have a system where you have like the center of the page and like on the left side you could have like a friends list, and the center of the page you would have like a bulletin board style system where people could where like you could go into your own page and you would be able to, you know, just type whatever you cared about, whatever you were doing. You know, if something important popped into your mind, you wanted to just discuss it with your friends, you would be able to post that information. It would be instantly available to everybody else through this publish subscribe system. Chat, you call that Twitter. I talked about it 5 years before Twitter was invented. Probably should have kept my fucking mouth shut on that one and just went and invented it. But here we are. Anyway, I'm not crying about it. I'm just saying the thing that happened. And obviously I was right, as we proved that this could be done. Peace the fuck out, dude. 4,000 damage. Holy 7,000 damage. I just upgraded my gun. I'm very excited about this. Oh, this is good. Very cool. Oh my god. Oh. That makes me very happy. This is going to be an easy play run. Okay. So anyway, Facebook and Twitter since have basically dominated the market for social platforms. There's been a few others, and some of them are even good. Like I used one for a while called Fubar. You can die. You can die. Oh, I like this a lot. This is very good. That didn't get anybody's attention over there, really? There's a couple of guys, like, you can see the light in his helmet right there. But there's glass there, I can't shoot through that. So, and this is just knowing the dungeon. I've done this dungeon a bunch of times. Trying to read. I really hate my YouTube chat window because there's a stupid heart thing in the corner and I can't see half the words because of it.
Who's there?
Yeah, it wasn't always that way. Like you had haters back then too. You did. But they weren't... Haters back then were shot down pretty hard. It wasn't fun or trendy to bully people on the internet back then. Okay, this is about to get real intense here. Whoa! I missed him. I missed him completely with a sniper rifle. That's terrible. What am I doing? Okay. So, unfortunately, Facebook nor Twitter has managed to replace what we lost when we lost the original MySpace. We have blogger.com. That's a bit of a thing, but nobody ever uses it. Like, you never hear anybody talk about their blogger site, you know? And it's kind of a shame. Like, blogs were a lot of fun back then. And maybe I'm just being nostalgic, but I really thought that they were a good way to type out long-winded explanations of stuff in a way that people could read it if they cared about it. And if they didn't, they didn't. And that's usually how it went, right? Oh, shoot. Oh, my God. Really? Okay. 2 piece to the head. Alright. Oops, and dismal. We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. So anyway, but now, as far as social platforms go, even YouTube is a social platform now. Like, it used to not be. I remember when YouTube was invented. YouTube was a content creation site, or content, you know, consuming site, depending on which side of the studio you're on, right? I do both. I create content. Obviously, I'm currently sitting here discussing with you creating content. Okay, as I'm live streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. But when YouTube first came out, it was... people tried hard, right? Like, the videos were really good. Your average video back then was anywhere from like 4.5 minutes to about 9 minutes, because most of the videos were animated, or they were shot, you know, in part with a digicam of some sort, because we didn't have really good cell phone cameras back then.
Is someone there? I'm wounded! I need a medic!
So, yeah, we would have, like I believe my camera at the time was a Canon, and it was a 1.3 megapixel camera. That's it, 1.3 megapixels, and that was good back then. Like, that was really good. If you had a couple $1,000s to spend, you maybe had a 5 megapixel camera, and that was like, oh wow. Now, I mean, now the image resolutions are absolutely insane. They're fucking gigantic. And I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, that's the natural evolution of things. Anyway, getting back to... shit, wrong way. Getting back to YouTube being a platform. YouTube has turned into a social platform when YouTube decided to take a bite out of TikTok and release Shorts as a method of content delivery. While I do make Shorts, I don't like them. I don't like them at all. And I mostly don't like them because the comment section on a Shorts video are the most toxic I have ever seen in my life. And it's not just toxic, right? It's both ends of the spectrum. Either the feedback I get on my Shorts is really, really good, or really, really awful, and nothing in between. That intelligent conversation that I grew to love about communicating with people on the internet is gone. It ceased to exist. should be like over here. Yeah, there he is. Peace out. Alright. So, that's kind of a shame. And it's not just that, right? YouTube itself is fundamentally different. So back when YouTube was first invented, you would be able to watch a video, right? And if you liked the video, or if you disagreed with the video, or if you agreed, whatever, if you had something you wanted to say about the video, your options weren't limited to just a comment. Okay, you could upload your own video, and when you uploaded it, there was a place there where you could set the video as a video response to another video. And then when you went to that video, since everybody in this room is dead, I'll show you real quick. Just go to my YouTube real quick here. We'll bring this up front. So this is my buddy Mikey. Okay. I say my buddy, he's literally my best friend. Okay. When you would look at this is the watch page, by the way. This is called the YouTube watch page. Okay. And it's denoted right here where it just says watch. Okay. As you would come down, now remember the comment section is different than it used to be. The comment section used to be under stuff. There used to be other shit here. It was always a full description. You didn't have these short descriptions. But immediately under the title of the video, you would have a bar here, right? The whole width of the video, and it just said video responses, and any video responses would be listed in there in thumbnail form. That's gone, and it's a shame. That was one of the coolest features of YouTube, and that's where you can not only have your intelligent conversation, but a way to actually like make your position heard in direct context to where an opposing position may have been. Like, it kept everything in context, and it was really a good system. And I don't know if not enough people used it or what, but YouTube eventually nixed it, and it makes me sad. It was really cool. I would very, very much like to see video responses come back. Ooh, monitor. So let me show you guys this. There's a doorway right here you can go through when you get the access card. This is the only dungeon that I don't do the side room in. This is the side room. There's an alternative thing you can do in there, and it is a friggin' nightmare. And it's not hard, it just takes forever to do, and it's not time efficient. So I don't do it. But I do it in all of the other silos. Alright. Gearing up for a boss fight here. Fucking, I didn't think to reload first, god damn it. Ooh.
I'm wounded! I need a medic!
One sec, I gotta get back to the conversation here. There we go. Alright. Everybody gone? Everybody gone. So you're meant to pick these barrels up like that and throw them at him. I never do that. I always just come in here with my sniper rifle and keep capping him. Works pretty good. So anywho, I would like to see video responses come back. That would be a big improvement to the whole YouTube experience. They probably never will. I'm sure YouTube is like, yeah, no, we're done with that. But anyway, getting back to the social aspect of YouTube. Now the only way to really do video responses is basically to cut and or green screen somebody else's video, which doesn't put that person's video in context, although it does make the YouTube algorithm more likely to serve the video alongside of that one. So you'll probably see it in like the recommended videos to the side. So in Metalhead, if you make a video here that I think is controversial and I don't agree with your opinion, and I remix your video and put a video up countering your argument, somebody watching your video is more likely to see my video soon thereafter. but it doesn't guarantee it. That's not really the way the algorithm works. Hitman? No, I've never played Hitman. Although I had seen it advertised. The original Hitman was what, for PlayStation, I think? Or PlayStation 2? It's funny, generally shooting games are not really my forte. This really isn't my thing. I play this game because I like the survival and crafting mechanics of it. And I can control the pace in the dungeons pretty well, for the most part. Like you saw, I kind of systematically moved through this dungeon. To be fair, I am very much over-leveled for the dungeon, but it gave me places where I could just stop. Because I'm, talking and stuff, which is good because I don't always multitask well. Right. This is what is known as the Silver Door, and we're out. So anyway, so we got for money, a little bit of money, okay. So the only the social aspects of YouTube now are basically comment sections and remix videos. And again, it falls into the spectrum of it's either absolutely disgusting or so overly enthusiastic that there's no in between. And that doesn't help society grow. That doesn't help us find compromise on differing opinions. Shit. Like, I'm a conservative, right? Let's go ahead and put that out there. I'm a fairly conservative person. I vote conservative for the most part. But that doesn't mean I immediately disagree with every liberal there is. The liberal side of things does have some valid points. Do I think that we should put litter boxes in all of the bathrooms to make the furries happy? No, I think that's weird. I think that's very weird. And that's my opinion.
Someone there?
Oh shit, I forgot about the sniper. Anyway. Yeah, I don't care. Make fun of my fucking hairline. Like, I don't give a shit. Yeah, I'm old. I don't care. Look at my hair. I'm bald on top, for Christ's sake. It looks like I sold the farm and kept the fence. Like, I don't give a shit. Make fun of my hair. Make fun of my mustache. Whatever. Who gives a shit? I'm not overly concerned about the opinions of fucking 8-year-olds. Especially when they're saying mean things just for the sake of being mean. Like, this isn't middle school. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, Metalhead says, yeah, poor children in schools get barked at for being normal these days. That's accurate, yeah. Yeah, again, this is where I don't agree with conservatives. I'm not religious. Not at all. I don't believe in anything. I think that when you die, you stare at the back of your eyelids for all eternity. There's nothing else. And that's, again, my opinion. Where most of your far right-wing conservatives are very much, church-going people. And the church is irrelevant, right? Like, I look at Ben Shapiro, he's Jewish, and he's a pretty hard conservative. Shit. Okay. I'm actually really glad you brought that up, because I forgot about that being a fight. But I'm also very conservative in the way of, don't take my fucking guns away from me. I mean, you can try, but you can pry them from my cold dead hands, and you will probably be a lot holier in the process. Right, exactly. And that's where I start siding with liberals, because that is the primary liberal belief, is that each person has the right to be their own person. And that's correct. That's, protected by the First Amendment of the Constitution. I feel like I'm missing something. I am. Did you get this bag? I did. Okay. So anyway, I forgot where I was going with that line of discussion, because we're supposed to be talking about social media. That's kind of the topic of the video today, or the live.
Take cover!
Oh God! They really upped their blood game. Jesus! So the first beta I played of this game wasn't nearly as bloody as it is now. Sure. The problem becomes, as far as liberalism goes, when, and this is the way I tend to want to word it pretty often, is that I don't care what game you're playing, but you can't make me play along. That's where I'm at with that. And that's kind of the divisiveness that's been good. And you know what? I'm super happy for you, man. Mixed FFA motions. I really am. I think that's great. If that's what fills you up, gets you through your day, and makes you a generally happier person to deal with, good for you. That's fucking awesome. Go do you. You know? And even again, I made a comment about furries earlier, and I want to clarify that. If you want to shit in a litter box in your own house, cool, your house, do you? That's fine. Again, when we get into public, though, you can't make me play along. And I don't want to go into a yeah, because we're discussing,
I'm wounded! I need a medic!
using YouTube as a social platform and actual ability to conversate back and forth, which is functionally gone, save for an overly toxic comment section. Oh shit. One more on the side of the wall. I love that there's still people yelling, like, get your heads down! Wait, everybody's dead. So, YouTube as a social platform functionally isn't working, but it is still one of the most popular social platforms there is. Like, there are videos that have literally hundreds of thousands of comments and millions of views. I'm sorry, if that's not communicating with people on a huge range, I don't know what the hell is. Like, there are YouTube videos that are doing better than news broadcasting companies. You know, like, that's something. But then comes, and this is why I liked the tech blog that I had. When I would post a blog, I would blog weekly, by the way. Just weekly. So, like, every, I don't know, like Sunday morning, I would put out a new blog. And then over the course of the week, we would talk about it in the comments below. That can't happen on YouTube. It can't. And while it technically could functionally happen, like all of the processes are there for that to be a thing, okay? It can't happen because as a creator on YouTube, your level of effort that you have to put into your media is much higher. So when I was just making blogs, all I have to do is type. Run a spell check and grammar check against it when I'm done, maybe. You know, but for the most part, just type. videos require so much more. And if they're good, high quality videos, you have editing time and all of that. Okay. So you have a huge amount of effort that you put into the videos in order for them to be monetized. And you need them to be monetized at this point. You do, because you need to pay those people that are doing your editing, that are doing your proofing, that are doing your scripting, that are doing your research on anything that it may not be a specific topic of your it may not be something you are specifically educated in. Like my topic of expertise is definitely programming, without a doubt, and software engineering and setting up server daemons on Linux. If you asked me to talk about, what bath oil was better for you, I would need to do some research. And these big YouTube teams, and I'm not talking about Mr. Beast because that goes without saying, but even your average, let's look at Game Theory. MatPat just retired. I'm sure everybody knows who Game Theory is, right? We're all gamers. Okay. MatPat had an absolutely massive team of people, some of which were just helping him do research. And these people need to be paid because their time is valuable. And if you don't pay them, they won't do it. Got a grenade coming at me. No, it's a shock mine. That was clever. I happen to see him put it down. Okay. Oh, let's not even get to that yet, Mixed. I mean, you're right. You make a valid point, but I'm not even at that point yet. Like that's probably a half an hour from now worth of talking. Yeah, that the whole content theft thing is a whole nother problem. So you have to pay a whole team to put your videos together, right? And then YouTube, so that you have a high quality video that people want to watch, want to engage with. Now as a creator, you don't even have the time to respond to the comments. You don't. You don't, because you are working on your next project. You have to be. You have to be, because a lot of people don't know this. If you're not monetized on YouTube, there are quotas you have to meet. I am not monetized, by the way. I just want to put that out there. Okay, but I know what the quotas are because I'm trying to get monetized. Alright. Rubbing the trash can. Don't judge me. Trash picking. If you're fully monetized with ads, you are maintaining 4,000 watch hours over the course of every 3-month interval, and if you do not maintain that, you will lose your ads. Now, I'm gonna actually jump back to my house here because I realized that I'm not really able to properly discuss what I'm discussing and play the game at the same time. So I can't find my house. Chat, I lost my house. Here it is. Okay. We're gonna just exit the game. Okay. Close this. Alright. Unfortunately, I cannot display chat on my screen. I'm not allowed to do that because I stream on both YouTube and Twitch. And it's a rule of YouTube that I can't have Twitch chat on screen. Or I can't have other platforms chat on screen because the two platforms have different rules about what's allowed to be said. And, yeah. You should already be subscribed to me, Metalhead. Like, you shouldn't even be able to use my chat unless you're subscribed. But that's interesting. Clearly that setting didn't work. I'll have to look into that. I'm still learning the whole YouTube side of all of this. So, anyway, All right, so if I'm let me get Paint open here because I may need a visual tool. Oh, bright, killing my eyes. Okay, we'll do that. So not only do I have to maintain where is it? YouTube Studio. So Metalhead, you know what I'm looking at here because you just said you're a content creator. So if you go down here to earn, right, you have to hit these goals. Okay, where you have to have at least 500 subscribers. I've got 3,500. You have to have at least 3 video uploads. I've got almost 600. we're good there. You need 3,000 watch hours. And now I said 4,000 earlier. This is the lower tier. This is just to enable super chats and the shopping stuff. Okay. You have to have either 3,000 watch hours or get at least 3 million views over the last 3 months. 3 million views every 3 months. Now, when I say every 3 months, check this out. Let's do a number line. We're going to do a number line. Hold shift to make straight lines, by the way. Okay, we're going to give me a pencil. All right. We get January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Wait, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay. We have our 12 months. So when it says over the last 90 days, it means from here to here. And then it means from here to here. And then from here to here. So when it says, it doesn't mean 3-month intervals. These aren't quarters it's talking about. It's talking about 3-month spans every 90 days because that math is recalculated at the end of every month. Okay, and if you're under it, okay, if you don't have your 3 million views for that 90-day period, you don't qualify for this anymore. And then to get ads, actual advertisements, and actually be able to pull ad revenue, you need 4,000 watch hours over the last year, or 10 million views in the last 90 days. This functionally says that if you want to monetize shorts, which again, shorts are the way this whole social thing is working that I'm talking about, okay? If you want to monetize shorts, you functionally have to have a viral video once a month. Do you have any idea how hard that is? Unless you are Mr. Beast or somebody else that is known to put out absolutely gigantic amounts of content on a daily basis, there is no way you can meet that goal. Not good, high quality content, not good edited content with proper recording and proper, good visuals, a decent video editor. I edit my videos on Microsoft Clipchamp. Okay, these people are using like what the hell is it? Adobe Premiere? It's not Premiere. What the hell is it? I can't remember. I don't remember what the Adobe product is for video editing. That's gonna irritate me. I'll probably think of it later when I don't need to remember it. There are free tools out there like Filmora and whatnot, which are good. They're comparable, like they're okay, but they tend to be difficult to use, or they have problems because they're open source, and open source has all kinds of problems. As much as I love the open source community, okay. So and a lot of them, and I think Filmora is actually one of them that has a paywall in it. So okay, it is Premiere. It's not After Effects. Although After Effects does do video, it's not meant to do video. Like, it is, but it's not. It's After Effects. So, like, it's in the name. After Effects is for, like, post-editing, fixing up, adding stuff like stickers and other shit. It's almost like Photoshop Elements, but for video. Premiere is the one, though. Adobe Premiere is their actual video editor. That's what Team 4-Star uses to put together Dragon Ball Z Abridged. I'm sure you guys know what Team 4-Star is, yeah? Tell me you've seen Dragon Ball Z Abridged. You, God, please tell me you've seen DBZA, please. Yeah, okay. So, anyway, yeah, there's just no way you can maintain this. This you might be able to pull off. Okay, this is 3 million views over the course of 90 days. That's 1 million views a month. I see that as being doable. I don't see me doing that right now in my current situation. I don't have a user base big enough, right? But this is might as well just be an unreachable goal. So you focus on this one: 100 watch hours for a year. Now notice this one is also 100 public watch hours for a year. The goal is the same. It's not the same for shorts. It's the same for long form content. So I think this is obviously the target to hit, right? Now this is funny. You need 100 public watch hours over the last 365 days. I don't think shorts count for that. I think shorts only count for views. Watch hours, I think my lives count, and I think my long form videos count, but it doesn't appear that my shorts count. And I'm saying that because if I go into my dashboard, we'll go to content, we go shorts, I'll just put them down by views. We're going to look at this one, we're going to go to analytics. Watch hours, 1.1 thousand watch hours. So I'm definitely over that mark, right? Unless it just hasn't recalculated yet. Oh, this is the stream. That's not the one I want. So if I go back down to earn, go back to the channel, earn, right? This may just not have calculated yet, but it should have, right? And it should have because that video I just showed you, actually, I posted that in March. And it had like 100 or it had like 70 some thousand views April 1st. So like this should have updated a little bit. It doesn't appear to have moved. I'm going to give it another month to see if I'm wrong, but I feel like shorts watch time doesn't count for this. Only long form lives. And I'm not entirely sure lives count, actually. I think they do. I mean, lives definitely have a they have a metric for it. So if I go to the video I did last night and I go to my analytics, I go to my engagement, average view duration 5 minutes. Oh crap! What? Maybe. Oh, none of the data is available. It's too early. Go back a few. Analytics. Reach. Oh yeah, no, maybe I'm wrong. Apparently, watch time does not count for lives at all. Yeah, that one got me a subscriber. Yeah, so maybe it doesn't. Okay, so it's my long form content only, which is tough because long form content is a lot harder to produce. Both because it is more time intensive, but also because it's hard to get people to sit and watch long form content anymore. People have a very short attention span and they don't want to sit for 20 minutes and watch a video. They want to get 60 seconds of instant gratification and swipe, and 60 seconds of instant gratification and swipe. And it's not just the newest generation. It's not just Gen Alpha. Don't get me wrong, biggest offender for sure. Not just them. Right? Gen Z, just as bad. Millennials, just as bad. Even Gen X to a degree. All right, go take care of that, man. That's important. Now I'm going to get back into Once Human then. So anyway, the point I was trying to make in all of that is that while YouTube is absolutely a social platform, it's a poor choice for a social platform, but that's what people are using it as. And there is no real way to kind of close the gap that MySpace left, because MySpace you could host all kinds of stuff there. I mean, like, not really videos, but images for sure. We all had our photo galleries, and then we had our personalized skins for our page using CSS hacks. Actually, now I think about it, I made a lot of money with CSS hacks. But YouTube is quickly becoming, and not just YouTube, right? And it's not even really YouTube's fault. YouTube is a business. So YouTube was doing what everybody else was doing, and everybody else being TikTok. This 60-second short form content, almost like Vine was back in the day. Except with sound now. I don't believe Vine videos had sound. It's been a long time. But there's no way to use it to YouTube to like foster intelligent conversation. It just doesn't happen anymore. And that's a problem that can't be created, fixed, nor solved on social media. Despite the fact that social media is where the bulk of this problem is occurring. It's one of those things that kind of came with being on the internet. Even though the internet wasn't always this way, people have gotten wise to the anonymity that the internet provides you and are more able to take advantage of it. The problem is that the internet doesn't make you as anonymous as you think it does, or that it used to. Like, it used to be the only real secret you guarded using the internet was your passwords for your accounts and your IP address. You didn't tell anyone your IP address, despite the fact that if you ran a web server, you could very easily get it. But those of us that ran web servers really didn't need it for anything. Like, you know, we're doing other more important shit. We're not worried about hacking you. Anywho, now there's so many more dangerous things that can happen, especially with the new games that are coming out on the internet. And when I say games, I don't mean this. This is perfectly safe as gaming goes. I mean, safe for the epileptic seizure it might cause. The real problem is now we have people that play games like geolocating, where you take a singular picture from somewhere in the world, and potential players of this game will attempt to guess where that picture was taken. Like, down to the city. And there are people that are really good at this. Like, really good at it. So now, and people, like, I don't know, if people aren't tying this together, like, I want you to, like, really think about that for a second, that people can take a picture from, like, Google Maps Street View, right? And someone else in the world is smart enough to use the clues in that picture to figure out where the picture was taken. Using things like the text on license plates, signage, the stars in the sky. Yeah, it's crazy what people can do with just a photo. And now you have people walking around on the internet, voicing their opinions, filming themselves with their backdrop in clear view. So if you haven't figured out the point on the tie together there I'm trying to do, is that when you post a picture of yourself or a video of yourself on the internet, there's at least one person in the world smart enough to know where you are. Without you ever telling them, without any clues other than the things that you happen to swing the camera past. Did you pass a railroad junction? Oh, railroad junctions are pretty innocuous, right? Every railroad junction has an identifier. There's a number on a sign. Every single one of them is different, and you can look them up. There's a railroad junction right down the street from my house. Literally, it's 600 feet that way. Yes, I live next to a railroad. It's not a fun time. Okay? Every junction has a unique identifier so that the rail company knows what junction you're talking about if you have to call it with a problem. And that is its purpose. But that means that that junction is labeled and has location data attached to it, which means that location data can be extracted. And it's definitely not the only identifier. You know, if you're in a prominent city like Philadelphia or Pittsburgh, New York City, anything, in any of those places, right? There's at least one person in the world, at least one person, that can look at your video and know the buildings behind you. If you're walking past buildings. Like, if you're going to film outside, filming content, the smartest thing you can do is keep your back against a wall with no text on it. Say, oh, well, what's so dangerous about somebody knowing where you live? Well, people get doxxed all the time, and that is a very big deal. And the act of actually doxing someone isn't really the problem. It's the start of the problem. Oh boy, we're getting a big gun. Where am I going to be facing? Please, not the spider swarm. I don't want to fight the spider swarm. It's the spider swarm. Problem now with people knowing where you live is it takes one person disagreeing with you. Gotta get them all. Well, that went well. And that is, again, that gets back to the anonymity of the internet. Your willingness to perform that level of harm on another human being speaks to your disconnection from the rest of the human species. At any point you think that you're justified in doing that because you disagree with someone, Well, it doesn't always have to be disagree, right? Like, it can be. There are definitely other driving factors. Jealousy is definitely one of them. I have heard of people being swatted by another creator because they were just jealous of their platform and wanted them shut down. And very much, I want to take all your users from you, but to do that, I have to take you out of the equation first. And that doesn't make any goddamn sense, because as a creator, you can appeal to a lot of the same audience as other people. But more than likely, it's not usually that's not usually the case. Usually, it's very much people disagreeing on something that one or both parties find very important. This could be political ideology. It could be the wrong way. It could be just the act of saying that a person should be canceled because they have a view that someone thinks is misogynistic or racist or sexist or classist or anything. Really, just it takes one person being triggered and thinking that a person needs to just go, that somebody else, usually the case, pulls the trigger on that. And that's probably not the analogy I should have used, but it's accurate. So, with that being said, I miss where social media used to be, and I very much wish that we could get it back to where back to the intelligent conversation that it could be. But the problem doesn't lie. The problem lies in the way social media works. But again, it's not something that social media can fix. I can post all the videos I want about this very topic, and while I may inspire a few people to do the right thing, I'm not going to inspire millions. The idea of reaching that far is just, first of all, my current subscriber count absolutely ridiculous to think about. But even if I had millions of subscribers, it wouldn't matter because not everyone's going to agree with me. Some people do think that this kind of behavior is not just acceptable, but required. Which is delusional at best and terrifying at worst. So, I miss Tom's MySpace. That could have been a lot better than it was, and unfortunately it was just sold to, I believe, Justin Timberlake. I would very much like to rebuild what we lost when we lost MySpace, but I do not have the funds to set up anything on that scale. And I don't think I would be able to, honestly, in good conscience, because of the way those sites work. You see, nothing on the internet is free. Nothing. Nothing can be free. Everything has a cost because everything has a cost. Redundant, I know, but hear me out. Running a web server powering a website costs money. When you're running a site as big as, a social network, you're not just running one web server. You're running hundreds on a load balancer, which is then usually protected by something like Cloudflare or some other sort of DDoS protection solution. AI doesn't appear to be great sometimes. No big stand. Haha.
You hear that? Someone cover my stick! Quick!
I miss him.
How much longer?
So if you do this right, this room, and you take out the sniper before you alert a whole bunch of shit, you stop the two guys from coming out from behind that door. And you might as well stop them, right? Because you're going to kill them up on the catwalk, and they very rarely fall off, and you don't really have a way to get up there. You can do it with, like, the whim for spring legs. You can climb up here, and you can jump, and you can make it. But I don't believe they drop anything. Right, they yelled.
Take cover! I'm wounded! I need a medic!
There they are. Doesn't usually happen. That's weird. Oh, well, it'll prove my point, right? Did they drop anything? Nope. No, they did not.
Is someone there?
Don't just stand around gawking! Get in there!
I'm wounded! I need a medic!
I like how the voices change genders. Like, at first it's a guy yelling, and then it's a girl. The game still has bugs. It doesn't really detract from the game at all, but it's... I don't know. It's something I would like to see them fix. Just because it feels weird. Is there a way into that room? Those are bullets on that desk. Huh. There's a door there.
Quick!
I hope I'm mistaken.
Now! I'm wounded! I need a medic!
That's no bueno. There's a door there, right? There's enough for a hallway to be here. Which means that door is bullshit. That's very funny. Can there, the med kit here. I think I forgot to get that last time. Yep, that door is bullshit. I mean, unless this is a stairwell or something in here, which... yeah, whatever.
Take cover!
Got the wrong guy.
I need a medic!
Gear crate, which has a little bit of money in it. Mods. Okay. Fuel tanks, or oil tanks are good because we can disassemble them and get fuel out of them. 20 do I have now? Ah, okay. A bit. First, we disassemble all the stuff we looted. Nice. More gunpowder. Gravel goes over here. Yes, I have my stuff kind of organized. Cortex. Cortex there. I need to calibrate my guns more. Oh, I probably need to repair it as well. It could do with a repair. A little bit. So could you. I can't repair the ranch because I don't want to. I found it in a loot box. You can't repair things you didn't make. Alright, take it 5. Right back. I'm back. Just pause the music here. I forgot to, okay. Calibrate? I probably can't calibrate it again, right? No, 3000. Okay. I probably should have did one more run. I mean, I definitely should have did one more run, but it's fine. I'll just go back. So I'm going to be 100% honest here. I'm a tiny bit butthurt. Just a tiny bit. So, what happened was, I didn't realize that I was missing out on a huge number of memetics. Or not memetics, ciphers to get memetics. And the wife pointed out to me where I get those extra ciphers. And that was cool. But memetics cost money to learn as well as the ciphers. And I spent a huge amount of my available funds on new memetics. So then when I built a new sniper rifle, I didn't have the money to calibrate it. And me and the wife have exactly the same sniper rifle, and she did have the money to calibrate hers to like tier 4. And she is doing like plus 10,000 damage to enemies, and it made me a little bit sad because I was doing about 5,000 damage to enemies. Now, I'm not mad at her or anything. I mean, she's playing the game, she's playing it well, and I'm super happy for her. But I don't like not being the damage leader. Just, it's a me thing. You know, it's not really competitive. And it's not that I want to be better than her. She's my wife. We're a team. It's that in the event that shit goes upwardly inclined, hey there. COD is fun. Is that COD is in Call of Duty? Is fun? Is that what that is? Is that Call of Duty? I just hit a deer. Oh God. I just know. I ran out of fuel. Oh my God. To each their own, I guess. Call of Duty is not my game of choice for sure. But I mean, whatever floats your boat, man. So you missed the bulk of the talk I gave tonight. I gave a pretty long discussion about social media and its impact. My day's always good, for the most part. Catching up a little bit here. So I was saying right as you came in, the wife's sniper rifle does more damage than mine, even though we have the same sniper rifle, because she had the money to calibrate hers and I did not. So while she's at work, I'm running a few dungeons just to get my monies up, so that I could well, I mean, it's a sniper rifle. There's not a whole lot of reason to aim. Or to miss, rather.
Who's there?
Wow, this is a delayed reaction. The sniper. I forgot about him again. I know, I just sat there and told you that Call of Duty is not really my game, and I'm sitting here playing a game that is, well, I don't, kind of a lot like it. It's not a war game, but it's, Definitely shooter-esque. That's dumb. I hit that with 2 barrels. Neither one of them hit it. This is called Once Human. It's actually in beta. You can't play it right now. I'm part of a closed beta group that gets to not really demo the game, but oops. I'm actually just a beta tester. So when I find bugs with the game and stuff, we have a forum on Discord that we use for reporting those issues. Places where, dumb things happen. You fall through the map, mechanics don't work as intended, things get stuck, AI bugs up, all manner of stupid things happen. The game is supposed to be released Q3 of this year for everybody to play. And there will be a server wipe right at the end of the beta. So all of us that are currently beta testing it will have to start over. This is actually the second time I'm doing it. I was part of the closed beta group last test run too. So I did closed beta 2 and 3. And so did the wife. I'm kind of a bad tester though, because I spend more time playing the game than I do looking for issues. But I figure if you're going to come across issues, you're going to come across them organically. If you go looking for problems, you'll most likely make them happen. Really. That's a big blood spatter on the wall. I mean, I do drive around quite a bit on my motorcycle, half-heartedly looking for holes in the map. I did find one place where you can fall through, but it was already reported, so... Oops. The only real complaint I have with the game right now is the building system. So this is an open world crafting building game, kind of like 7 Days to Die, except it's not block based. The building system is more reminiscent of Ark Survival Evolved, and it's pretty good. Like, the building system is decent. Some of the snap points annoy me, but it's not a huge deal. The biggest problem I have is with the tool you use for moving your property from one place to another. It is just an absolute pile of dog shit to try to use. They said Q3 of this year they were expecting, so that should be around July, August. Could be as early as June, but don't count on that. For sure, don't count on that. Here, crate. A little bit of money. Junk. Oh, I left stuff down there, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Gotta collect all this trash on all the desktops and stuff, because you need all of it for disassembly later. I don't know that they're planning a console release. I don't know anything. I know they're doing a mobile release. That's also in beta test right now. But I don't know that they're doing console. Nothing has been said about that. Room. Yeah, I don't know anything about the beta. I'm not part of the mobile beta testing group. I only know this version, so I don't know if the game's played on the same servers. I don't know if it's like crossplay or if there's like I literally know nothing about it. I don't even know if it's going to act the same way, if all the same features are going to be there. No clue. I know the controls are not complicated, but I feel like the controls are a little bit too advanced for mobile, for what I'm doing right now. Like, I've got one finger on my shift key to be able to sprint. I've got my WASD movement, and then I've got my mouse for aiming. And then there's right click, left click, and middle click operations for the mouse controls. So I don't know how they're going to implement all of that effectively on mobile, but I mean, I'm sure they'll figure out something. I do try to stream every day. Every once in a while I'll take a day off, but I'll usually post in Discord when I do that, which, by the way, if you want a link to the Discord, let me know. I'll just drop that in chat for you. There aren't a lot of people on Discord, but the few people that are there are there. And like I said, if anything's going to happen with the stream, I will usually post a message there saying that it's canceled or delayed or whatever. But yeah, for the most part, I try to stream every day, at least a little bit. My stream starts anywhere between 9 and 10 o'clock at night. I try for earlier, I really do. I try to push for like 9:30, 9 o'clock or so. But the fact of the matter is I have 3 kids, and they go to bed at 9 o'clock. So me getting in front of my computer and actually starting streaming at 9 is like functionally impossible. So I try for 9:30. But then again, sometimes that doesn't work out because the wife needs me to do something else last minute before she goes to work. 10 o'clock for sure, though. And then, again, every once in a while, like, I'm just absolutely beat because I'm burning the candle at both ends. I work during the day. Sometimes I get a nap in the middle of the day. Sometimes I don't. I'm 41 years old. I need a nap. I'm old. I don't care. Judge me. And then I'll stream at night. I've never had more than like 15 people in chat, and they were not here all at once. I think my maximum I've had in chat is like 6 people or something, and that was here on YouTube. I've had a maximum of 5 on Twitch. Something is growling, and I don't know if it's a game or in my house. Are my cats losing their mind? Like, they might be. I'm trying to get more people. I used to stream all the time. I actually just told this story a little earlier, too, to a few people. About 10 years ago, I started my Twitch account, and I used to stream the development of Minecraft servers. I build Minecraft server instances, like the actual hardware end of it. Not the hardware, like, oh my god, I don't know how to describe it. I write plugins. I'm a programmer. But I'm also, I work on the security aspects of things, more blue team than red team. I do configurations and things like that, just really highly specialized knowledge that I wanted to share with other people. But I also build build like Minecraft maps using like Voxel Sniper and World Edit, that kind of stuff. More mass edits. I don't get into the precision building. There are people way more qualified to do that than me. But you know, setting up Bungie and Bucket plugins, configurations, and then I was writing my own plugins on top of that, and teaching how to do that. And what happened was the server group that I was a part of was called Minalot. They just vanished. The owners took the money and ran. They just left. And I was left holding the bag with the community. I tried to set up something interim, you know, just to keep the community together. I built a Minecraft server basically overnight. I didn't sleep that whole night. I tore everything apart that I had. I got a server host from Linode, which cost me fucking dearly. Like it was very expensive. Thankfully, I was able to finagle a deal with Linode through the place I was working for at the time, because I worked for a pretty big company that also used Linode, and I was able to get a discount, but it was still pretty costly. And basically overnight, I built a Minecraft server just to keep the community together. And we were all talking via TeamSpeak and a couple of bulletin board, like a BBS online. I got everybody together. We're all playing, and one of the guys that was in the group of people that was an admin for Minalot kind of sowed the seeds of destruction and was trying to make it look like I was stealing money from everybody, which is, I don't know how that was a thing when I wouldn't let anybody pay for anything. Like, I was 100% incurring the costs for everything, and I never asked anybody for any money. But he made it known that that was my ultimate goal, was to implement a very expensive payment system for remaining on the game server. And he set up his own server, stole like 3/4 of the community. I tried to keep things running as long as I could, but it didn't work out. And I stopped streaming on Twitch then, and I stopped pretty much everything Minecraft. As far as the public eye goes, make no mistake, Minecraft is one of my favorite games, and I still play it to this day. I have about 8 versions of it installed on this computer right now. So, but I'm pretty much done with public servers. I like how they all walk over and just inspect the dead guy one after another. That hit the railing. That hit his railing. Are you serious right now? That's not a person. I'm shooting at a light. That's the person. There it is. That was a lot of wasted bullets, but whatever. Okay. Anyway, when I was streaming on Twitch before, I had a pretty good following. I don't exactly remember how many people, but it was decent. But again, that was, 10 years ago, so. One more in there. Where is he? Oh, you know what? The exploding barrel might have got him.
There's someone there.
hitting the Stardust Resonator next to me. I can't hit him, and it's annoying me. Is it real right now?
I'm wounded. I need a medic.
Dude. Okay, that's a bug. I am... Oh, no it's not. No it's not. I'm dumb. There's a glass there, and I can't shoot through it. Okay. Why does that flash red now? They used to not do that. Whatever.
Don't just stand around gawking. Get in there.
Keep your head down. I'm covered by shit. Quick. I can't hold out much longer.
Oh, Crumble, tier 3. Okay. Hey there, Jay. How you doing, man? Thanks. Playing a little Once Human. It's a closed beta test. I'm one of the lucky people. I was part of the last round of testing, so I got invited back to do it again. Me and the wife both, actually. Which is pretty rad that we get to do it together. Just about to wrap up this dungeon, taking on the boss literally right now. Sweet. I am super grateful. You know, I have to say that my channel has been growing an absolutely huge amount over the last, like, 2 weeks or so. It is astounding. It's getting built along. Done. Oh, life is so much better when things aren't shooting at me. Take it easy, bud. There's a metal cabinet here. I can open it. I got it already. Trash can. Okay. Okay. This should give me the money to calibrate my gun one last time. Yeah, 4,000. Alright, J. Nope, M. F. Why is there a quest marker on top of my territory? Craft, curiosity. Oh, that's why, because it's making something. Calibration, sniper rifle. Oh. I need a little bit more money, but I need more aluminum too, so let's make some aluminum. Alright, so I don't like waiting for things. Waiting for things is boring. I need to ask people how they're finding my stream. I'd like to know that. Like, am I coming up in the shorts feed? Like, what's happening here? Probably not. Gear. This is 1,562 damage base. This is. $1,562 still doesn't change it or doesn't update it. What happened to the one I was using? Oh, this was it. We don't really use green mods anymore. I can disassemble all of these for upgrade components. Now I can go into gear, weapon, mod. This is Blaze Blessing. And it's, oh, it's an E on it. That's good to know. Here it is. I right click this, mod enhancement. Crit damage increased by 8.4%. Nice. Okay. I don't have enough money to do it again, but okay. Even more damage to crit. Good, good. Okay. Well, it's 10 after midnight. Wow, it's been 2 hours already I've been doing this. Well, I have to unfortunately get up for work in the morning. So, with that, I am going to have to take off for the night. I want to thank everybody that stopped in and said hello today. I appreciate it. Note that we do have a Discord. We have I use a Twitch stream to hold most of my data, as YouTube is kind of limiting as to what I can put in my channel description. And I stream pretty much every night. If I'm not going to stream, it will be in Discord. And thanks everybody for coming around. I will see you all tomorrow.